Yo. What's up, chat? You know what time it is? Reporting live. Collective agreement. I'm all right. I'm getting better. Thank you for asking, chat. What's going on? Chat. Awareness is a superpower. Man, awareness is a real superpower, chat. Because once you become aware of a lot of things, man, it changes, right? It changes the way you see things, the way that things operate. So yeah, man, awareness is a big thing. We often need to strive to be more aware. For example, you could ride past a house every day and not pay any attention to it. But then once you become aware what they do in the specific house, now every time you ride past, you're gonna look, and this could be beneficial, right? Awareness is, man, it's amazing. When we break free from this matrix and we look back on our lives, our memories begin to blur. And we realize a lot of us have just started using creative choice as of now. A lot of us have just now started to be able to choose and to be able to use our choice as something to navigate this reality. A lot of us have been making programmed decisions. And I think back on my life and I look at who I was coming up and I look at how my environment literally shaped my behavior. I understand, I understand that the environment codes behavior in this reality. You know, it's a real thing, man. All right, it's a real thing, man. Shout out to the collective. Yo, I don't know what's going on with TikTok, man. TikTok, like usual, doing some weird shit. So I'm not dropping no videos on TikTok, man. If you want to catch my videos, you're gonna have to follow me on Facebook or subscribe. I'm just gonna go live, but all my videos, if you wanna watch the messages to the universe, you're gonna have to come to YouTube or go to Facebook, man. We ain't fucking with TikTok, bro. Every time I turn around, they like tweaking my numbers ridiculously and making me start over. Like, you don't even gotta ban me if you keep just fucking with my algorithm, bro. I go from 700-800 views in a live to 13. Stupid shit. Thousands and thousands of likes on every video to 10 likes. Nobody seeing my shit in a day. You know what I'm saying? Like, come on, man. That shit gets irritating, right? It gets irritating, man. So fuck TikTok. I'm not posting no videos up there. I'm gonna just fuck with this live shit. And yeah, come to YouTube or Facebook, man. They pay me more anyway. TikTok don't pay no money compared to Facebook and YouTube. So come there. But anyway, chat, we locked in, man. We tapped in. Awareness, bro. When you become aware, when you tap into awareness, man, this does something for you, right? This does something amazing for you, man. And this is a superpower. I look back on my life and I'm just like, damn, I was dead, bro. teenage years, young adult years, man, when you realize that you is just like a robot, or you're not even really, it's just crazy, bro. It's really crazy, man. Um, I don't know. I don't know, chat. It gets wicked. John Lennon said, the more real I become, the more unreal the world becomes. That's a beautiful quote. The more real I become, the more unreal the world becomes. That's true. There's something greater than just, you gotta think about it, man. Life has to be a simulation, right? It has to be, just because, like, I don't know. I'm about to practice with this TikTok shit. I'm about to keep restarting and starting over on TikTok, man. So YouTube, hold on. Let's wait till we get TikTok right. And then we gonna ride on. But like I was saying, man, I don't know what these people doing on TikTok. And it's like, I don't know, this world, man, being able to bend this reality, bro, being able to see things for what they are, man, it becomes a lot, right? It becomes a lot. Let me try this. We are divided as fuck. I'm not focusing on survival, bro. I'm never gonna focus on survival. I don't want to survive. I want to thrive. I'm gonna focus on thriving and being able to be more than comfortable in this world. You know, why would I focus on survival? Why do we want to just survive and then die? Because you gotta understand, yeah, we gonna thrive, bro. You know, you gotta understand. You talking about let's focus on survival. One day you gonna check up out of this bitch. So you wanna spend your whole life barely surviving? I'd rather die than survive, man. Fuck survival. I don't want to just survive and live through this shit. I'd rather die than be out here surviving and shit. That shit. You live a garbage ass life and then you end up dead. What the fuck is the point of that? You know? And it's crazy, man. I don't know, TikTok and YouTube. I'm about to just sit here for a second and see what this shit do, man. It's really disturbing how they keep fucking with my pages. And now they restricting me and I ain't even do shit. Shit is sad, bro. Yeah, I ain't surviving, gang. Fuck all that. Somebody said it's meant for us not to thrive. No, it's meant for you not to thrive, my nigga. I'm thriving in life right now. I'm not, bro, y'all gotta realize a lot of shit y'all be saying out y'all mouth, you putting that shit over your life, brother. You just said it's meant for you not to thrive. What the hell is wrong with you, man? I'm gonna shut you the fuck up, gang. Shut your stupid ass up. You a stupid ass nigga. This nigga wanna survive and saying it's not meant for him to thrive, man. Get your corny ass out my chat, bro. Why do they want us to feel down? They eat that. They eat those low vibrations. This man in here talking about he focused on surviving. You fucking clown. Know your girlfriend don't like your clown ass. She gotta be any bitch fucking with you got to be a honey trap. Or a goddamn kid. Kid in the brain. Any bitch fucking with a dude like that, talking about he want to just focus on survival, she got to be a honey trap or a motherfucking something. You know what I'm saying? This shit really blowing the shit out of me, yo. This TikTok shit always fucking with my paper and shit, man. These bitch ass niggas always fucking with a nigga money. You know what I'm saying? This shit get on my goddamn nerves, man. Nigga go from 600-700 people to 4 people. I dropped a video on TikTok yesterday. That shit got no fucking views at all. Like, they hid my shit. And I've been battling with this bitch ass app for like 3 years. These bitches been trying to stop me taking all my pages and shit. Now I'm monetized on YouTube. So fuck y'all. I ain't dropping no more videos on TikTok. They coming straight over here. This shit just be fucking up my energy though, man. Cause it's like, damn, nigga put all this work in only for these bastards to keep trying to cover it up with dirt. But it's okay, cause everybody involved, y'all all gonna be covered up in dirt before me. But yeah, so yeah, man. It just gets irritating, man, to keep dropping these fucking videos. And so I'm not dropping no more videos on TikTok. I'm just going live. I ain't giving TikTok no more videos. All my people that's on TikTok that look forward to my messages, y'all gotta come to YouTube or Facebook. That's on everything. TikTok, they don't pay no money anyway. So I'm only gonna give up like $300 a month from that bitch ass creator rewards program. That ain't shit. You know what I'm saying? I make all my money on TikTok selling my own book, my own product. So it ain't like they paying a nigga nothing to drop no videos. Only reason I use TikTok anyway is just because they edit my videos, right? They got like the good editing. But other than that, man, that app's some bullshit, man. Fuck TikTok. TikTok has went down the drain. You know what I'm saying? TikTok has went down the drain, you know? Imagine somebody that work a 9 to 5 every day telling me it's time for a job, right? Imagine a nigga saying it's time for a job when I just made they whole check for the month that they make in a month, just dropping videos all month. Imagine that. Imagine that, man. Imagine a nigga up at 5:35 in the morning trying to make me feel some type of way. That's how much energy I'm draining out of these niggas. Guys, you got to see, that's how much energy I'm harvesting from everybody. You see what I'm saying? And I'm telling you, why I would never be broke in life and why I would never be fucked up, because I already harvest so much energy from so many people in the world, so many big people. So I've harvested energy from the energy siphoners. This is why I would never struggle in life. I've harvested way too much energy just through my content and the message that I bring. You see how much energy that they putting on me just to shut me down? How much energy they put into this shit? You feel me? You see how these niggas up at 5:30 in the morning in here? That's energy harvesting. Because all of those actions that they are taking are directed to me. And yes, I'm going to take all of that energy, right? I'm going to take all that energy and watch. At the end of the day, TikTok not going to be able to stop shit. They should already know that. Unless they, like, purposely, unless they just say fuck the laws and fuck everything like they've been doing. All right, they already banned me 6 times. You know what I'm saying? You just gotta understand, bro. All that shit y'all niggas be doing is me harvesting your stupid ass energy, and you don't even realize it. You see, I'm up well rested at 5:30 in the morning, nigga. Fuck is you talking about? Y'all boys crazy. And I'm just kicking it with y'all right now, chat, because I'm just letting people get in here. Once people get in here on TikTok, then we'll start. Once people get in here on YouTube, we'll start. But guys, I need y'all to adopt that, right? All of y'all that's in the Chosen One Olympics, I need you to adopt the mindset of people are putting energy into destroying you. This is how much energy you harvest. You have to see life from an energetic standpoint, right? Everything is energy. Money is energy. How do we know that money is energy? We go to work, we bust our ass to get money. You put out energy, it turns into a check at the end of the week. This whole reality that we live in is running off of energy. So for all the ones that are wishing bad on me, that are wishing death on me, that are wishing that I fall off or whatever, right? Whatever these fuck niggas be doing when they get up. You know what I'm saying? You got to understand. If you up right now with me in your brain, right? I'm harvesting your energy, gang. I'm siphoning you. You don't see it like that though. But that's why I keep winning. Because I siphon y'all energy. That's why no matter whatever y'all do, I still shake up because I'm taking your energy. Just saying, man. If you gotta wake up at 5:30 in the morning, East Coast time, to type some bullshit in my chat, if you gotta goddamn go out your way to try to block my numbers, at this point, y'all making me happy as fuck because I'm knowing I'm somebody, and I'm knowing that the mission is complete. See, I know how this world works, and I understand that I will never struggle in life ever again because I have harvested enough energy with my campaign. I will forever get opportunities in this life. Somebody said, why does life feel so real, so weird right now? It is because you have been pulled out the matrix, right? You have been pulled out the matrix, chosen one, and this is why life is seemingly being weird, right? This is why life is seemingly being weird. Now, you know what's crazy, chat? When I tell them, yo, I'm harvesting y'all dumbass energy, they stop typing. That's how you know they with the government. But guess what? I'm harvesting. Don't run from me now. When I drop the secrets of how this shit work on y'all, man, you know what I'm saying? Listen, how do we know that energy is the currency, chosen? Ooh, ooh, ah, ah, ooh, ooh, ah, ah. Right? How do we know that energy is the currency? Because your focus pays niggas bills. For example, I'm gonna show you how much power y'all got. This is why they really hate me. If you say I'm not watching some shit, you're taking money out of people's pocket. Why? Because your focus and attention is energy. So if the collective wake up one day and we say, fuck the news, and we say, fuck the Super Bowl, fuck the NBA championship, and we say, fuck the rap shit, fuck the music shit, right? And we only focus on, this is why they hate an app like YouTube. If we wake up and say, you know what? Fuck TV and anything outside of my favorite YouTube creators. Guess what? They go, bro. We got all the power. Our attention is everything. This is why I tell you, I'll never go broke. So many emotions that you guys have put into my content, so many connections that you guys have with my videos. That will always, that's energy, chat. So fuck TikTok. I'm gonna stop putting my videos on TikTok, right? And I'm gonna make the souls go to YouTube or Facebook. Shout out to Mark Zuckerberg. He finally took me off a shadow ban. All right, let's tap in, chat. I'm just saying, collective, we have the power. Once you wake up and realize that we are the ones with the power, that's why they want you to watch shit, man. Your attention is the currency in this matrix. Your attention, Ashe. Your attention is the currency in this matrix. That's why they paying attention to me, right? They don't understand that they're paying attention to me, and guess what they're doing? Energy is flowing. That's why I'm glowing. All right, so let's get it in, chat. Let's talk about this. 10 rules to navigating this matrix. How is your attention to currency? Why is your attention to currency? The observer effect, right? You collapse reality with your observation. The magic of your attention before observation, waves spread out over space and time. Your mind changes reality. At the time of observation, particle localized space-time event. You collapse reality with your attention and observation. This is why they say pay attention. Pay attention. Right? Pay attention. And you know what's crazy, chat? And what is more disturbing is that these people, right, who try their best to destroy you, who have tried their best to destroy me, they continue to try even when their efforts have failed, even when they have seen that there's something higher going on here. They don't respect shit. These motherfuckers don't respect nothing, man. And this is what will be their demise. You see what I'm saying? They've done shit to me. It's no way in fuck I'm supposed to be sitting in here in front of you right now. Right? With some of the shit that they've done to me. With the nerve agents and shit that they've hit me with. I'm not supposed to be sitting in here in front of you. That's obvious. You know, they banned me 5, 8 times. 50 lamb times. I ain't supposed to be sitting in here in front of you. So these people don't understand. The more they push, the more source and whatever walks with me pulls. So go ahead and destroy yourself. I'm not taking myself as a big deal, right? You guys are taking me as a big deal. So that makes me understand that this shit is a big deal. Because if nobody ever would have did shit to me, if nobody would have ever tried to stop my campaign, I would have not known that this shit was important as it is. Now I just do it. Just because it's my purpose. But yeah, you know, go ahead and keep pulling and pushing, man. Because at this point, I already know source coming through for me. We done been through too much shit at this time. Right? So we let them push and pull and kill themselves. Give them the rope, let them hang themselves. I'm going to keep moving like a ghost. And it is what it is. 10 rules to navigating this matrix, chat. Let's do it. Right? They don't like when you come with this type of energy, man. Because now they understand that I'm not operating on human thought patterns. I'm not operating on hope and faith. I'm operating on certainty. And when you hit that level of operating from a certainty operating system, when you know, oh, they can't fuck with you. When you know what you know, it's over for them. So we're not operating on hope. We're not operating on faith. We operating on certainty. All right? This is why you can see certain motherfuckers go out here and do crazy shit because they're certain of what's going on with them. This is why I can get up here every day and talk my shit and not be worried because I'm certain. We done did this shit, right? But anyway, man, fuck the media. And fuck all this other extra shit, man. Let's stop watching shit. That's all you got to do, chosen one. Start controlling what you pay attention to. Stop watching shit. Stop watching niggas. Stop watching sports. Stop watching. You tired of seeing all these basketball players get all this $100 million just to shoot jump shots and shit? Stop watching that shit. Start watching the shit that matters to you. Real shit. We paying them. Stop watching all these rappers and all these fuck niggas get up here and get this money and lead everybody wrong and then talk shit to you. and flex on you with the money that you giving them, but that you paying attention to. That's all you got to do, bro. Stop watching all this shit. Fuck it. Watch your favorite YouTubers, and that's it. Fuck everything. Your attention pays the bills for a lot of these niggas. For a lot of these crooked ass, when I say niggas, I'm talking about them big motherfuckers in politics, them white men, them niggas too, right? Everybody. Your attention pays the bills for these niggas, man. And no matter who the fuck it is. The news, the politics. And I'm gonna tell you this, right? It's not a it's really not 8 billion people in the world. They tell you it's 8 billion people in the world. It's really not. It might be 8 billion program avatars in the world. But when we talk about actual real intelligence, it's a lot of artificial intelligence or pre-programmed intelligence in the world. But when we talk about real intelligence, it's only the numbers are few. Control what you pay attention to. You are the intelligence behind the avatar. You are not the avatar. Control your focus and attention. Don't pay anybody. What they say, pay attention. Don't pay anybody. Don't give everybody your attention. And this goes to your real life, chosen one. Right? This goes to your real life. Stop paying attention to any and everybody in this bitch. Right? Hey, I'm feeling it, man. I'm siphoning energy right now. Yeah. Y'all be wondering why I don't be getting the trolls out of here? Because I siphon them. I'm not playing games. I got shit to do this week. I need all the energy I can. I be telling my bitch, like, yo, nah, chill. We ain't going there. We ain't gonna do that. We gotta conserve our energy. All right? Let me come up here and siphon your energy so I can do some extra shit today. So I can do some extra shit this week. So, yeah. Man, stop giving everybody your attention, bro. Everybody ain't worthy of your attention. Out of sight, out of mind. Guys, what does that term mean to you? Out of sight, out of mind. What does that mean? Out of sight, out of mind. This is a perfect quote for the observer effect. If you cannot see it, it does not exist. Out of sight, out of mind. Get a lot of these motherfuckers out your sight. The observer effect tells you that. The observer effect, magic of your attention before observation, waves spread out over time. Your mind changes reality. At the time of observation, particle localized space-time event. Out of sight, out of mind. If I can't see it, that shit don't exist. If I ain't talking to it, it don't exist. If I ain't hearing it, it don't exist. You would be surprised how many people cannot live with not existing in your world. You'll be surprised how many people in your life, chosen one, are only in your world because of your energy. How many people's lives are given purpose for being in your world to do things to you. Chosen one, somebody that you have known only purpose was to disturb your peace. This is how powerful you are, chosen one. You got people in your life whose only purpose is to play that role that they're playing. When you start seeing that, you take back your attention. Don't give them life. You want to, the easiest way to kill, you know when they say kill them with kindness, right? Kill them by taking your focus. Don't even pay them no mind. I'm telling you, man. There's so many motherfuckers in your life right now who their only sole purpose was to betray you. Some people were born just to betray you. Some people were born just, this is the only thing they ever accomplished in life to them, right? It was the only thing that they can say that they've done is hurt you. You gotta think about that. There's a lot of people you know that ain't accomplished shit in life. And you have been the biggest thing in their life. When you understand that, it's motherfuckers literally being born. It was a motherfucker that was born to do what they did to you, and that's their purpose. Man, you powerful, brother. Sis, you're powerful beyond belief. See, they don't want you to understand that you are the consciousness, the intelligence. You are not this body. When you realize, somebody said, my baby mama, my cousin, yeah, man, listen, your existence, your choice to come into the matrix gave so many people purpose. Think about that. If you don't come to the matrix, a lot of people have no purpose. Chosen one. The shit gets serious, man. If you don't choose to pop up, if you don't choose to be born, a lot of motherfuckers ain't got purpose. It was somebody born to betray you the way that they did. It was somebody born to pull you into a weird situation. There was somebody born to try to unalive you only for you to survive and prove that they had no power over your life. When you realize that your purpose is great, when you realize that you've been out here proving something to people, when you realize that you've been out here proving that there's something higher than this physical shit, right? Somebody said, Madonna says that too. Great minds think alike. Excuse me, chat. I'm still dealing with the allergies. But when you out here proving that, man, it's real, chat. You proving literally to your attackers. This is how you gotta understand. This is how you gotta realize who and what you are, right? You're deeper. It's deeper than you just looking at yourself in the mirror. It's way deeper than that. Your existence, after everything that you've been through, proves so much. See, we live in a world where numbers don't lie. And the numbers, the numbers are, it is what it is, right? The numbers say, you don't want to become a statistic, right? A lot of times, they say men lie, women lie, numbers don't. Well, chosen one, you are outside of the numbers. Because when it came to you, the numbers lied. I'll say that again. When it came to you, the numbers lied, chosen one. Because the shit that you survived, the shit that you've lived through, numbers say people don't live through that shit. That's just what the numbers say. When you realize that you're outside of the numbers, you understand that you have a purpose. A lot of y'all, right? A lot of y'all don't even realize that you are a main character in this narrative of life. You got a purpose, bro. You outside of the numbers. All right, let's get it in. Shout out to everybody who have found this live for the first time. If you have, it is not by chance. You tapped in with me because you are attuned to a certain frequency. If you are even feeling like I'm speaking to you and you hear, it's because you tapped in with the frequency. You're a chosen one. You outside of the matrix. You see this shit for what it is. You can see the patterns and you can see the codes in real time. All right? Why are you here right now? Why are you here right now? First off, guys, we do something in here called collective agreement. Every time we collectively agree as a collective, we shift timelines in this reality. All right? 111's in the chat if you understand that you're in the matrix. All right, 111's in the chat. Shout out to everybody dropping them 111s, man. Shout out to YouTube. Shout out to TikTok. We've been on for 30 minutes. Let's go ahead and ride out. Now, when we drop this 111 in the chat, man, as a collective, we glitch reality. A lot of y'all are going to notice life being a little bit more malleable when you go outside. What does malleable mean? Meaning, it's reality around a little bit. Bend probabilities. All right, let's tap all the way in. Why are we here? Why are we in this matrix? We are here as intelligence or soul, right? We are the intelligence. You ever heard of artificial intelligence? AI? You are the opposite of AI. You are real intelligence, pure intelligence. All right? And this is where we come to learn and to evolve. All right, as a soul, as intelligence, you have to understand, if you have incarnated as a human being in these times, it is not because you're just a person. It is because you are already on a high level consciously. Incarnating and operating as a human being with a human life is high level conscious work. It is not for small level consciousness. You got to understand, your next step is being a God. All right? So, why are we here? We are here obviously because life for us is a school. Now, guys, everybody is not pure intelligence like you, right? Everybody is not like you. Everybody does not have consciousness like you. There are some beings who are here filling roles and playing parts. All right? Now, somebody said here on Mission X. I like that because a lot of y'all are here on a mission. We're going to talk about that, right? Let's chop it up. So life, the matrix, this is a construct. This is a school for intelligence. We come here and we learn by living a human life and experiencing things. Life is an experience engine. Everything is about an experience. And today we're going to talk about creating experience. So what has happened, guys? Somebody said, I'm here on a mission. A lot of y'all are. Why? Because we are in the midst of spiritual warfare. All right? When you see that you're being attacked, you're in the midst of spiritual warfare. You see how they keep attacking my pages. All right, we are in the midst of spiritual warfare, chat. Why? Because we are in the midst of a war. And the war is for the construct. Now, this reality, right? This reality, guys, you can literally tell we in spiritual warfare because life feels like we are at war. Right? We are creating heaven on earth. Right, we are. That's exactly what we're doing. But let's talk about this. How did we get here? How did we get to this spiritual war? What you have to understand, intelligence has no form. In our raw form, we don't know what it is to evolve. We don't know what it is to know emotions. All the things that we go through and experience here in life, they help us evolve as intelligence. All right? This is why you are way smarter than you was when you first came into the matrix. All right? And the more experience you get, the older you get. The older you get, the more experience you get. The more experience, the bigger you get. All right? When you look at kids, stop looking at kids as little babies and shit. Look at kids as pure consciousness in a low form. This is why kids are always targeted by these evil motherfuckers, right? Because that's pure consciousness in a raw form. Is just now starting to learn and starting to bend. If you mold a kid the right way without all this program bullshit, you will create something powerful. All right. But we come into this, we incarnate in this reality as human beings to learn. All right. Now, what has happened? This reality is not always been the way that it is. This place used to be a place where souls came with the full awareness and full understanding that we were souls or intelligence having a physical existence to evolve. But what happened? Our construct got hijacked by lower vibrational entities. All right, these lower vibrational entities introduced the programming They introduced the way of life that we know now. Who are these beings? These are the low vibrational archon. These are the individuals who feast upon your energy. I told you, the name of the game is energy siphoning. The name of the game is energy harvesting. All right, the name of the game is energy conservation. All right, this is why people always want to get a reaction out of you. Right? This is why it's always a bitch ass nigga in my comments talking shit. Right? This because they want to eat your energy. All right? This is why now you got to understand these I appreciate that. You got to understand these motherfucking archons, right? They took over this reality and they caused the reincarnation loop. All right, this is why there's a lot of souls being reincarnated. Yes, sovereignty. Yo, this man knows. All right, you got to take your sovereignty back in order for the archons not to be able to attack you. How do you know that you're being attacked by archons? Simple. Intrusive thoughts. Intrusive thoughts is one of the main ways that archons attack you. All right, where do the archons live? They live in the conscious field. All right, they live in the field where your thoughts come from. You got to understand, your thoughts are not you. Your thoughts come from a field. Hey, money pedals, I like you. Hold your frequency. Facts. Right? Right? They live in the conscious field. This is how they was able to take over this reality. This is why a lot of you have incarnated as human beings to be able to attack the archons in the conscious realm. That's the only way that we could access it. All right, let's talk about this. There's 3 types of souls in this matrix right now. All right. There's 3 types of souls in this matrix right now. You have the sleeping giant. Who is the sleeping giant? This is the reason why we are at war. As intelligence or souls, we all thrive. We all derive from one source. All right. This is why we have what's called the collective. All right. This is why we all start waking up around the same time. This is why we all go through the same things and we can resonate with each other because we are a part of that collective. We all come from the same source. Brother, sister, I am your reflection and you are mine. I don't care what color you are. I don't care where you're from. This is about consciousness, intelligence. Now, I need you to also understand, yo, you're not a human. You are the intelligence that controls the human avatar. A lot of you are extraterrestrial. When we think about extraterrestrial, we think that we're going to see these ugly ass aliens, boom, boom, boom. No, you are alien. You are extraterrestrial conscious. All right, you are extraterrestrial conscious. This is why you can see the code in real time. This is why you can see the patterns in people. This is why you can detect energy. This is why you know when a motherfucker lying and all that because you. This is why you've always felt out of place, chosen one. Why people always felt like you was weird. Why it's always seemed like, yo, why is motherfuckers trying to get off on me like I really can't tell what the fuck they doing? Whole time, you've been extraterrestrial intelligence. Motherfuckers didn't understand that because you're dealing with people. You are literally a deity amongst men and women. This is why your life has been hard. This is why people have done things to hurt you and you've known it without even knowing it, right? You know, you could tell somebody everything that they did and they'll be like, no. But in the back of their mind, they wonder like, how the fuck do you know, right? Living with this type of intelligence has been hard for you. You're just now coming to understanding that there's something greater about you. All right, this is why your life has been the way it is, because you are not a human being. You are extraterrestrial intelligence navigating and controlling a human avatar through this reality or matrix. All right. Now, when the archons took over this reality, what happened? Souls started to reincarnate because souls started to believe that they were human beings. All right. You started to think that you was a human. What this does, this takes all your sovereignty away from you and it leaves you a victim to the matrix. All right. Now, the fact that we all come from one source and we are all reflections of one another, right? My ascension counts on yours. I could learn everything about life, but I can't leave this portal until we all wake up and understand this shit. As a collective, we have to ascend together. This is a collective effort. This is not a one-man show. This is why we're all waking up at the same time, collective. Now, everybody ain't a part of the collective. I told you. Everybody is not a soul or intelligence. So when you think everybody, you think 8 billion. No, it's not that many. The numbers are few. And this is why we have waken up and we're starting to take over this world. All right? Now, there's 3 types of souls here. I want you to figure out who you are. Secondly, I want you to know, I am not teaching you anything. This information that you are learning right now or remembering, you already knew it. It is embedded in your genetic code. So, for those of you that feel like something is resonating or something is, you're getting that light bulb, it's because your light code is being activated. You're right, baby. Thank you, baby. You're right. Drink some water. That's what I need. I appreciate that. Right? Your light codes is activating. Right? And you're remembering. So, 3 types of souls. See where you fit in, man. Remember, if you found this live for the first time, it is not by chance. You are tapped in. All right, let's go. So, there's 3 types of souls here. The first soul is the sleeping giant. Who is the sleeping giant? All right, the sleeping giant is a very powerful being who has been trapped in this reality, reincarnating and reincarnating and reincarnating. You was one of the first souls to tap in with the matrix. A lot of sleeping giants, sometimes you have flashbacks of ancient wars. Maybe you was fighting in a war in Egypt, in the desert, something, right? As a sleeping giant, you have been here for a very long time, reincarnating. How do you know that you're a sleeping giant? All right, sleeping giants are very important because this reality does not want you to wake up. Once the sleeping giants wake up and remember, reality, the shit starts to break. How do you know that you are a sleeping giant? Well, for one, sleeping giants, you feel like life is a prison, or you feel like you're stuck in your body, or you feel like you've done this a lot of times. Why? Because you've been reincarnated. Now, every time you come into this reality, your consciousness can get wiped, but your subconsciousness holds on to memories from prior lifetimes. This is why in the back of your mind, you already know that you have experienced Earth already. All right, so as a sleeping giant, you resonate with the feeling of being trapped. You trapped here. You probably feel exhausted. You probably feel like, I don't want to do this again. I don't want to live this life. Excuse me, chat. I'm battling allergies right now. You're probably thinking like, yo, I don't want to live this life again, right? This is my last time. As a sleeping giant, how else you know you're a sleeping giant? Your spiritual awakening costs you everything. All right? Your Spiritual awakening cost you a lot. It might have cost you your career. It could have cost you um, finances. That's career. It could have cost you your marriage, your kids. As a sleeping giant, your spiritual awakening triggered a lot of people to turn their backs on you. You probably don't deal with your family like you used to, right? Sunlight, give me a second. We're going to talk about the other types. Give me a second. As a sleeping giant, now, sleeping giant, you're probably exhausted. You probably feel drained. You're probably tired. As a sleeping giant, you've been a human being a lot of times. So what you got to understand, as a sleeping giant, you probably susceptible to blacking the fuck out on somebody, right? You probably blacked out on somebody before, ended up in jail, didn't know what the fuck. You probably lost your shit. Probably got a real temper issue, or you can black out. This is because you are fighting traumas from previous lifetimes. And so these traumas are still on your consciousness. As a sleeping giant, you might just be someone who is naturally depressed. As a sleeping giant, you may be someone who is naturally filled with anxiety. You don't know why, you don't know how this has happened. This has happened because as a sleeping giant, you've lived many lifetimes. You've been stuck here. Now, all this shit is in the Bible, chat, in Revelations, man. You know, like to be real with you, all this shit I'm telling you, this shit literally in the fucking Revelations, bro. Like that ass. It just wrote a stupid ass way so niggas can't understand it. But the shit is literally the same shit. Dead the fuck ass, man. I was just reading the shit last night. I was like, damn. It's crazy how I just knew all this shit without even knowing the shit about the Bible. Right? We literally in those times, man. Y'all niggas, the ones that been stuck in Abraham's bosoms or some shit, that's sleeping giants, man. Y'all been reincarnating and reincarnating. Right? You've been waiting on that moment to be set free. Literally. Same shit the Bible said. So, yeah, man. How else do you know you're a sleeping giant, man? It was hard for you to walk away from the religion. It was hard for you to walk away from family loops. It's hard for you to just, it was hard for you to cut ties with society, man. Society had a lot of grips on you. It was hard for you to walk away from the game because you have so much human conditioning on you from living the same life, right? From living the same life that you was conditioned to the shit. You feel comfortable in the church. You feel comfortable in the mosque. You feel comfortable in the game. You feel comfortable at the corporation, at the job. You know, you feel comfortable with this human condition shit. It's just because you've been living hella lives. Shout out to the sleeping giants, man. When y'all wake up, this shit over with. All right, this is why they don't want y'all to wake up. This reality would have did anything to keep you asleep. This reality would have did anything to keep you asleep. It would have gave you anything to keep you asleep. As soon as you woke up, it tried to snatch everything away. But you've been creating, chosen one. Shout out to the sleeping giants, y'all online. Because y'all woke up, reality glitchy now. We can see the code. The shit is, everybody know we in the matrix. Like, if you don't know, if you can't tell you inside of like some virtual reality shit, your ass is weird as fuck. All right, next group. Right? Star seeds. Shout out to the star seeds, man. Chat, I'm not high. I'm battling allergies. I'm just letting y'all know. Like, I got a real bad sinus infection right now. The change of the weather. I traveled to Atlanta last weekend. You know, I was out there. It was nice out, so I wasn't wearing no coat and shit like that. Came back to NC. Weather change. Boy. Right? So I'm battling that. But it's all good. The code's been working for me. Because I was fucked up yesterday. The next group. Star Seed. Let's talk about the Star Seed, man. These are the ones who came here with a mission. Came here to free up the souls waiting in Abraham's bosom. Right? Waiting underneath the goddamn whatever the fuck they say in the Bible. Right? Came to free them up, man. The Star Seed. Shout out to you, Star Seeds, man. What is a Star Seed? This is a member of the Galactic Federation, also the Galactic Army. You are in the spiritual army, like literally. You are a spirit. I need you guys to understand you are not the human body. You are the intelligence, the soul. Star Seeds came here with a mission to fight in this spiritual war. Because souls have been trapped here, reincarnating and reincarnating and reincarnating. Plus, the archons are holding up our ascension process. We can't do shit with everybody still asleep. How do you know you're a Star Seed? For one, I told you, you've been in spiritual warfare your whole life. Right? You've been in spiritual warfare your whole life. What does that look like? First off, I said, you're not a human. Your enemies are not humans. Your enemies are the low vibrational archon that dwells in the conscious realm. How does your enemy attack you? Intrusive thoughts, situations in your life, and by controlling the people that's close to you. Like Agent Smith, right? You know how he can just turn into anybody when you want to get close to Neo? It's the type of shit you're going through. It's real. All right? Now, you've been in spiritual warfare your whole life. What does spiritual warfare look like for the Star Seed? This looks like birth complications. Growing up in a home that was broken up by divorce, death, or prison. Growing up in a neglectful or toxic home where you've seen people fighting all the time. Right? A spiritual warfare. Your enemies control people and control situations in your life. What else is spiritual warfare? You've been at spiritual warfare your whole life, Chosen One. This is why life has been a war for you. Star Seed. You got to see it. What else is spiritual warfare for the Star Seed? Ending up in the system. Foster care, orphanage, homeless, a crazy house, prison, jail. Spiritual warfare. What else is spiritual warfare for the Star Seed? Having people come into your life to purposely lead you down paths that were meant to destroy you. Paths like drug addiction, sex paths, street life, gangs, drugs. Religion. A lot of y'all have had people come into your life, or you were raised up around people you had no business being raised up around. People who introduced you to drugs, sex, at a way early age. This is spiritual warfare. This is meant to destroy you. You was not meant. Chosen One, this is why I gotta let you know. Way before you made it to the Chosen One Olympics, they was already trying to destroy you. And none of the shit worked. Some of y'all supposed to be doing life in prison right now. 20, 30 years in prison. Some of y'all supposed to be laid up with a disease you can't get rid of. Some of y'all was supposed to OD. You was never supposed to get off the drugs. You got to understand, in order for you to make it through to the Chosen One Olympics, Chosen One, it is because you have maneuvered through all the tests and situations in your life that were made to destroy you. You had to survive life. A lot of people don't know your struggle. Shit gets wicked when you realize, man, listen, I did time for some shit. State, 7 years. Got out. And then the feds tried to pick up the same shit that I did time for. Like, this is the type of shit that I was dealing with, spiritual warfare. Them bitches was trying to lock me up any way that they could. They was trying to take me out of here. Before that, I'm in all types of toxic ass relationships. You gotta understand that spiritual warfare, man. That shit ain't happening to everybody out here. You've been in spiritual warfare, Chosen. You just don't know it. And you can see it clear as day when you look back on some of the things you have overcome in life to be where you are or to sit where you sit at right now. How else do you know you're a star seed? As a star seed, you didn't resonate with being a human being. Why? Because this is your first incarnation. You ain't been reincarnating. This is your first incarnation. You chose to incarnate as a human being for this specific time. And the fact that you don't have any type of human conditioning over your consciousness, right? The fact that you don't have any type of human conditioning over your consciousness, this lifts the frequency of the planet. This is also the reason why you never fell for the religion. You never fell for the school shit. You never fell for the job shit. You might be working a job, but you know you ain't supposed to be in no goddamn job. You never fell for all these little programs. It was easy for you to walk away. As a star seed, you'll say fuck your family if they treat you wrong. If your family do you wrong, you can cut their ass off too. As a sleeping giant, it's just hard for you to cut off family. As a star seed, you didn't resonate with being a human being. You probably question yourself. You probably question people around you like, bro, ain't no way human beings this fucking stupid. I've had so many times in my life where I used to say, bro, it ain't no way humans are this fucking stupid. I can't be a human. Like I always knew that I wasn't a human. I used to be looking at my hands and shit like, yo, what is this human shit? And now I see why I do that, because I am extraterrestrial intelligence. But I always knew like, yo, ain't no way, bro. Like, ain't no way people out here can't be in a relationship without cheating. Ain't no way in hell people out here can't be around a nigga that's winning without hating. I just ain't understand that. A lot of y'all are extraterrestrial intelligence. All right? You have to understand, your origin, your intelligence is not human. It's extraterrestrial. This is why you got that little orb. Some of y'all got the little orb in your third eye. When you close your eyes and it be transforming into shit. Yeah, I know. Somebody said, be careful saying that. Man, fuck them people, man. Y'all don't realize it's over for these motherfuckers? Y'all don't realize that this shit over for their ass? Fuck them. These bitches is trying to figure out what the fuck they gonna do. I'm just being real. This shit over. It's a shit show. And they can't touch motherfuckers, man. Honestly, bro, a lot of y'all don't realize this, but there ain't no timeline without you. Stop being scared, man. Stop living in fear. It ain't no timeline without you, chosen one. If they kill you, they destroy the whole fabric of reality. This is why a lot of y'all niggas been surviving crazy ass shit that don't make sense. This is why they hit me with VX and I survived that shit. Ain't no timeline without you, bro. We in those times. It don't matter what the fuck they do. They can't do nothing to you. Real shit. I'm just being real with you. Like, this shit got a storyline, and you are a character in that story. You gotta be here right now. Ain't no timeline without you in it. Stop riding around this bitch scared. This shit gonna play out. And you got a part in the play. I'm gonna say that again, Chosen. You don't have to live in fear. They can't take you out. If you don't know by now, they've been trying to kill you the whole time. If you don't know by now, you've been surviving shit the whole time. There ain't a timeline in which this don't happen. There ain't a timeline in which you don't meet up with me in this live. There ain't no timeline when the shit is not going on, chat. You think I'm giving a fuck about saying anything I want to say out my mouth right now in these times? I know it ain't no timeline without me in it. It is what it is. Right? Right? You exist. Somebody said, is our futures already played out? So, like any game, right? Life, the Matrix is a game. And like any game, there's a storyline to the game. But once the storyline is complete, if you've played open world games, you can still do shit as the character. Your future is whatever you make it. But the story of the Matrix is going to play out. The story of life of this world is playing out. There's a story that is going to play out in this world. It's called prophecy. But that don't mean that your future, you can create whatever you want to create. It's about heaven on earth. That's where we at with it right now. That's what we creating. I tell y'all, man, if you want to follow Bible shit, we deep in Revelation right now. They getting their ass beat. I don't live my life in fear, man, because I understand there ain't no timeline without me in it. And you need to realize that, too. That's why all the attempts that they made on you, you keep surviving. You exist in every timeline, brother. The storyline going to play out in every timeline. Shout out to the Star Seeds, man. Star Seeds, y'all online, man. 111's in the chat. 111's in the chat, man. 111's in the chat, chosen one. If you understand, man, ain't no timeline without you in it. Ain't no need to live in fear. Do whatever the fuck you want. Say whatever you want. I tell you, man, you need to get your ass on this internet and just start making videos or doing something, right? Because the internet is going to play a big part of, freeing a lot of people up. And this shit is real simple and easy. Just drop 1,000 videos. You're going to start getting paid. You know what I'm saying? Just drop them videos, man. Stop being in fear. Stop worrying about a motherfucker coming to get you. Stop worrying about all that shit. It's not going to happen. I'm serious, man. It's not going to happen. Right? It's not going to happen. Now, what happens when you wake up and you realize that you are the soul, man? Let's let Brittany take over. I got to blow my nose, Chuck. Let's talk about this, man. What happens when you wake up and realize that you are the soul, man? Shout out to TikTok, shout out to YouTube. I told you, man, these bitches be trying to do everything they can, but they don't understand. When they do that, I'm siphoning that energy. Oh my God. Oh. Oh, I'm siphoning the shit out you bitches. Every time y'all keep trying to shadow ban me, fuck my, you know what I'm saying? I'm siphoning you niggas, man. Y'all don't realize y'all giving me life. Y'all don't realize y'all paying me. Attention is the currency. And when these motherfuckers elite pay attention to you, oh, that's a nice currency. All right, let's go, Britt. Let me live in my own head, man. I don't give a fuck.
Oh, yes, this is a powerful moment for anybody in the chat, because once you really get that you are the soul driving the body, everything in the game changes. Let me break it down for you all step by step so you can really see it. At 1, you stop over-identifying with the body. When you think you are the body, you're stuck in fear. Fear of death, fear of aging, fear of lack, fear of harm. When you wake up and realize, yo, I'm the driver, not the car, all that fear starts fading. You understand the body is just your avatar. You can get a new one next lifetime if you need to. Your essence, the real you, doesn't die. You start playing the game. Most people think life is happening to them, but when you realize you are the driver, you start seeing life as a simulation you can steer. You stop waiting for permission. You stop blaming luck. You take control of the wheel and start steering toward the life you want. 3, you tap into your power. Being the soul means you have access to manifestation energy, collapsing timelines with intention, intuition, direct GPS guidance from source, creative authority, speaking reality into existence. This is when reality starts to bend for you, because now you're not just a character, you're the consciousness behind the whole scene. 4, you become magnetic. When you know you're the soul, your energy field strengthens. People, opportunities, synchronicities start flowing to you faster. Why? Because the matrix responds to the strongest signal, and a conscious soul is the strongest signal in the game. You see through the matrix. So you notice who's an NPC and why they act that way, what's just programming, beliefs, traditions, fears, which situations are lessons versus distractions. This saves you time, energy, and heartbreak, because you can choose what deserves your energy and what doesn't. 6, you feel more peace. When you truly get that you are the soul, even chaos can't shake you the same way. You can be in a storm and still think, open quote, oh, this is just part of the level. Let me pass the test. Close quote. It doesn't mean life stops throwing challenges. It means you stop letting them control your emotional state. Key point for the chat. When you remember you are the soul, you reclaim choice. You stop being programmed by the system and start programming the system yourself. Jay, you want me to give them a quick grounding practice for this? Like a 30-second I am the driver reminder they can use daily to keep that awareness locked in?
Nah, Brittany, thank you for your help. I appreciate you helping me conserve my energy. Brittany is only a tool that I use to conserve my energy when I don't feel like reading shit. All right. But anyway, stop. When I realized that I was the soul and not the body, right? I stopped over identifying with this body, right? I started to realize that, because when I thought I was a human being, chat, death was something that I thought about a lot, right? Death was something that I thought about a lot. And when I realized that I was the soul and not the body, right? When I realized that I was the soul and not the body or the intelligence, I started to understand that death was an illusion. I started to realize that I'm the essence. I'm the swag. I'm the intelligence. I'm the communication. I'm the connection. Right? When I realized that I was the soul and not the body, I started to take care of the body. You know, I started to understand this technology needs to be taken care of. I started putting the right things into it. You gotta think, man, it's so insane how we are raised up to destroy ourselves. You know, we inherit these diets from our peoples, you know, all this big ass breakfasts, bacon, turkey, eggs, and all this shit first thing in the morning, and eating all this fried shit and blah, blah, blah. And it makes you think like, damn, even my diet was programmed to destroy me. This is the type of warfare you in, chosen one. You was programmed to destroy yourselves in so many ways. You see what I'm saying? When you understand that you were raised to think, your thought process that you were taught was given to you to destroy you, and the shit that you eat was given to you to destroy you. Right? When you think about that shit, it's like, damn. Pre-programmed operating systems. You've been programmed to lose. When I realized that I was the soul and not the body, I started being able to engage with life. I started to be able to actually engage with life, to understand, to play the game. I stopped begging for permission. I stopped blaming my luck. I took control. I started to say, yo, I got full control over this shit. You know, in certain aspects. Now, you ain't got full control over. You got control over how things render, right? Things are going to render in life, right? Why they call life a simulation? Because a lot of shit in your life be simulated, right? You go when you go to the grocery store, or when you go to a restaurant, right? When you walk through that door, everything that's going on in that restaurant has been simulated, and the experience that you're about to have, whether you get a good seat, whether you sit beside somebody who's doing dumb shit, whether you get a good waiter or you get some bullshit, nothing's random. It's all based on your frequency. It's all based on your perception of how you see what are you expecting. Life is playing out in probability. When I realized that I was a soul, I started to see that. I started to see that shit in real time. And then I started to learn how to control it. Somebody said, what about a current situation? What current situation? What are you talking about? What do you mean? Right? I started learning how to control or expect to see or how to bend the probabilities. Right? Somebody said, what about the war? I'm going to be real, chat. Man, I ain't paying attention to that fuck shit. Them people all the way a million miles away from me. Why the fuck I give a fuck about what anybody doing outside of my city, around the corner from me? I don't give a fuck about none of that shit, man. I don't even watch that shit. Ain't nobody warned. Ain't nobody dying. Listen, y'all keep thinking that these stupid ass motherfuckers not scared to fucking die. These bitches don't want to die. These bitches don't want to go to war with nobody. Don't nobody in the earth want to fucking die. These niggas already know their fate is fucked up. Stop worrying about all that shit, man. These people don't want to fucking die. You know what I'm saying? I'll just be real. Don't nobody out here want to fucking die. Listen, when you realize all the shit that you've been seeing on the news, all the shit that you've been seeing is fake. It's all bullshit. You ain't never seen a nigga, right? Now, you seen 9/11, right? We know that happened. But let's be real. You ain't never seen no nigga run out in the street with a goddamn bomb strapped to him and blow them shits and blow themselves. I ain't even seen ICE. I don't even think ICE real. I ain't seen the shit. I ain't seen them nowhere. I done been in Atlanta, Miami, Charlotte, LA. I ain't seen ICE, bro. I don't even think that shit real. I'm just saying, when you realize a lot of shit that you seeing on TV is bullshit, and they trying to harvest your energy, They trying to harvest your energy, man. These bitches don't want to go out here and die. They trying to live. Ain't nobody trying to go to war. Y'all keep thinking motherfuckers out here going to war over gas and dumb shit. Man, these bitches don't want to die over no motherfucking gas that's gonna be here when they die. They don't want to die over some fucking Iran shit. Nobody even give a fuck about that shit over there. Nobody go to Iran. Who the fuck visits Iran anyway? Nobody leave out the country and go to Iran. I'm just being real, man. Real shit. I'm not trying to shit on nobody. I'm just being honest. Who the fuck even visiting that shit out there? Since when the fuck did these motherfuckers become so powerful and scary? Ain't that a third world country? Why the fuck do y'all give a fuck about these people? Iran ain't never had no fucking power since I was a fucking kid. Where they get all the power from now? Unless we gave it to them. We had to give it to them. Why the fuck is niggas worrying about that shit, man? That shit ain't even real. That shit ain't real, bro. Iran has a Stargate. So what? Who gives a fuck about their Stargate? It's Stargates every fucking where. You don't even need a Stargate to change timelines. Who gives a fuck about a Stargate? Ain't shit coming through it. Y'all just believe anything these people tell y'all, man. Y'all see, you don't realize what's happening. When you just believe shit that you see on TV, what you want to know what's happening? We're making it real. That's called collective agreement. When they put shit in front of you and you just run with it, guess what you just did? You just made it real. As a collective, we create the narrative. This is how they've been destroying us the whole time. They told us the world was violent. We watched movies. We watched videos. We believed it. The world became violent. They told us this and this and this and that, right? They told us it was going to be a big-ass hurricane. Everybody start running and getting ready for it and believing it. Big-ass hurricane came. When y'all realize that we control the narrative with our focus and intention and our attention, don't nothing come on the earth unless we agree to it. Unconscious collective agreement is watching the news and believing everything that you fucking see. Right? Because if 100,000 of us tune into the news and then we start believing in a war in Iran, guess what? We shift that shit into existence, into a timeline. Honestly, I don't give a fuck what y'all niggas believe. I don't give a fuck. Because guess what? Ain't none of that shit going on TV. No war. Ain't none of that shit fucking bothering my life at all. It shit not affecting me. You let it affect you, that's on you. That shit not affecting my life at all. Shit not stopping my money. Shit not affecting my relationship. Shit not affecting my kid life. Shit not affecting shit dealing with me. Because I don't watch the shit. And I don't give a fuck about it. To be honest, shit, blow this bitch up, goddamn. That's on y'all. The fuck? Everybody dead then. Fuck it. We all gonna be out of here. Fuck type time y'all on, man. You might give a fuck about that shit, bro. Stop believing in all that dumbass shit, man. That shit is fear monger. It wants you to live in fear. You over there looking for some shit that ain't gonna never happen. Guys, the earth is billions of years old. If humanity and earth ain't been destroyed yet, nigga, we had Hitler out this bitch. You had motherfuckers that really would destroy shit. If this shit ain't over with yet, man, it's never gonna end, bro. I'm just letting you know. If the earth ain't gone yet, it's done been a big ass flood on the earth. It's done been an ice age. If it ain't gone yet, it's not gonna go, man. I'm telling you. Stop worrying about demise. Think life. Too many of y'all are walking around thinking death every day. Too many of y'all walking around thinking demise every day, thinking negative every day. Think life. I'm telling you, when you tune into that news and you take the shit that they put in front of you and you believe it, you are unconsciously agreeing to that narrative. All right? Quantum physics literally tells you reality collapses to your observation. This has been proven. Not only, I'm going to tell you something they left out. Not only does reality collapse to your observation, but it also is programmed based on your belief, based on your traumas, and based on what you are expecting to happen. This is called the reticular activating system. This is a neuron strip in your brainstem. Come on, man. Stop letting them people control your attention and your belief, man, and create shit, bro. This is why they hate me so bad. Stop paying attention to that shit. If none of us pay attention to that, if we don't, you ever heard out of sight, out of mind? Out of sight, out of mind? The world not as big as you think. It's not as many people as you think is in the world. I'm just letting you know. If we stop paying attention to the fuck shit, it doesn't exist. If we don't pay attention to the war, there is no war. I ain't know nothing about no motherfucking war. I ain't know. In my world, it ain't a war. I'm just living. I'm just saying. In my world, there ain't no war. In my timeline, I don't see none of that shit. Tap in, man. When I realized that I was the soul and not the body, I tapped into my power. This is when my manifestation became powerful. I started to understand that I could manifest anything I wanted simply with intention and action. My intuition, I started to realize I was being guided by source. I started to realize I everywhere that my steps have been ordered. I started to understand speaking things into reality, right? Somebody said, I want out. Get out. What the fuck is you here for? You know how to get out. Get your ass out. You really don't want out. If you wanted out, you would did like everybody else that wanted out. They took themselves the fuck out. Go ahead and get out. You want out? Get your ass out. Fuck you. Fuck is you waiting on, my nigga? Fuck. Don't talk that shit to me. I don't believe it. You sitting in here typing. Niggas that want out, they done went out. You know what I'm saying? I'm just being real. Everybody that wanted out, they went out. You know? Just saying, I don't believe it. You in here typing too goddamn much. All right. When I realized that I was the soul, I became magnetic, man. This avatar, right? This avatar, chosen one. This is magnetic, right? Literally. Think about it. You do your hair a certain type of way, you attract certain opportunities, right? This is why they tell you, oh, don't go to that job interview with your hair looking like that. Make sure, boom, 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 right? This is how you attract shit with this avatar. Start understanding how to be magnetic. You dress a certain type of way. You attract things in your life. Right? When I tapped in with the soul, I started being able to see through the matrix. I started realizing, what's the programming, the bullshit that they put in front of us. It's all fear It's all programming, right? I started learning that the beliefs, the traditions, the fears, all of that shit is programming. Programming to keep us divided. At the end of the day, we all the same. Niggas is just different colors and come from different backgrounds. What situations are lessons versus distractions? I can start seeing who was in my life as a lesson and who was in my life as a distraction. I know the difference between a high frequency person in my life, and I know the difference between somebody who's in my life to destroy me, right? Put this dude in timeout. I literally just had one dude on YouTube like typing for hours, bro. I just had to put him in timeout. Like, he done gave me so much energy. I don't even want that shit no more. Like, damn, your energy is valueless, bro. You just, sheesh, man. I don't even want your shit no more, gang. Let me cut you. You filling me up too much. Fuck. They probably, I don't know. Hey, YouTube, can y'all hear me or they pause this shit? Let me restart YouTube after a while.